Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. The Huskies kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It'll be the Kodiak's offense who will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a man, it's Frazier. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
And it's the Kodiaks with the 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw its powers. Pressure coming. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Kodiaks will punt this one away. Now on the return. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Huskies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
It was amazing. The 3 of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite. And
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll run it. It's Frazier. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeps it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Looking to pass. It's Powers. Complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kodiaks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's out past the 35. At midfield, he's got room. Off to the races. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky. The extra point here would tie the game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Frazier. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Wants to throw, it's Powers. On the move, he fires. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And it's the Kodiaks who will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Caught by Williams on the right. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Williams makes the grab. It's Williams. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. release by the QB. Inside the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Washington. Maybe a crease. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's piled up 87 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They'll give it to Washington. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going.
And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Working that wide receiver screen. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And the Kodiaks send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Williams. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Powers. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And it's the Kodiaks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Kodiaks line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Williams to throw. Got his man. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. And for this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Carr. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Found some room, but needed a little bit more. Had to get it to the 40 for the 1st down, and now it's 4th and short. And it's the Kodiaks will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes the grab at the 10. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's how the career starts, his first carry.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Williams. He's got the tight end. Lots of running room. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. unloads quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a give to Washington. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give to Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Powers. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Kodiaks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First carry of the season. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north.
Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Throwing, Williams. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot.
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here's Williams to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It's 3rd and 5. Williams will pass. He's got him in the flat. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. It's complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a give to Frazier. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Frazier again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it's the Kodiaks will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to Washington again. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Using his legs to buy some time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Williams fires to the middle, and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Powers. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man,
takes it the other way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. They'll give it to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Inside the 35. Maybe some room here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Going to the run, it's Washington. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Williams flips it out to the back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky! And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Kodiaks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give to Frazier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Powers. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Firing to the right, complete.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Running inside, it's Washington. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Williams. With the catch, it's Moss. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. And it's the Kodiaks want to move quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Kodiaks will punt it away on fourth down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They want that clock to run. Got a little grass. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Carr. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the